The Class 142, also known as the Nodding Donkey, hated by millions. Why are they hated? I'll stick with Rochdale, I think. Unless it's a 150, then you'll see me run over a bridge.
Didn't get any bigger.
Bye. There's a donkey on the back.
What's the backup? No, just a sprinter. What's the backup then?
This will be a donkey southbound now. We're gonna make it. Not here, is it?
No, I think that's saying it's delayed. Also anything else that's saying it's not there.
Nothing not bad.
No, unbelievable. Just a 2 kilt strain. No, sorry, I don't want you, bye.
I'm not doing 150. I'm not starting down the 50.
It'll just be a precedent for the rest of the day. You'll get nothing but sprinters.
It's going up, isn't it? That's not.
Oh, jeez. We're not going to make it, Colin.
Fuck.
Go, 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 go. That's one.
Single, 4. That would go rolling right. No more running today. You've done your day.
We'll try. Can't promise anything.
Go on, lads.
Cheers.
Not for knocking me flying, what's the plan?
Don't get in the way of the camera. Whatever comes in.
Nice.
Blackburn only, this train.
Only?
Blackburn only.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
It's the one after. I'm counting it. Is it because it's that late?
See, that would have been the 16.
Yeah. So we would have stood there like lemons.
We would have been, yeah. Our crazy sort of...
Is this 3 or 5?
This is... well, I'm counting that because we got on it.
It's a double. So. Power box is here somewhere and it regulates. There, go.
This service will be called Ashton and the Line and Stepford. Please take a moment to use the first set of digits spread around the train, starting your safety security, teachable personal continuity full time. If you have questions, queries, safety concerns, please ask away. I am Dr. Garden, transfer and rear train. If you need to contact the British Council Police for instance reasons, can be served by a text on 61016. This once again is the 1123 North Service on Ashton and Line and Stepford.
Welcome to Romley, where yet again it is not raining.
It's always quite a fun these carriages.
I want the bounce.
Oh. You'll get the bounce at this end.
I know.
I think your knee seats you right on the axle.
Yes. We're going in, we are. Okay.
Like the last set, it doesn't light up. Thank you. Well, it does, but it's very dim. There's a bit of
So you find us on our 7th donkey of the afternoon?
yes. Yes, 7th donkey.
We're sick of the 7th, right? We don't know why, we just are.
No, hey, it's a day out, something to do.
Allegedly, they were getting retired. Allegedly. But we keep talking to Northern, and they keep saying they're keeping them for another year.
2020 is their official final withdrawal date. Started withdrawal this year. Approved withdrawal from this year onwards, but apparently they're being kept as strategic spares, let's just say that, for the time being. I guess once more new fleet comes in, they'll be withdrawn permanently and then moved off to wherever they're being stored before they're actually cut up into bits. Probably. All saved as cafe bars, as another thing was. That was another thing that was mentioned. Hey, how can we reuse a train? Can we make it into a cafe somewhere? And everyone else was like, why? Why would you do this?
Well, a lot of double-decker buses are already cafes. And they keep the bus seating. These are already full of bus seating. All you need to do is stick a table in the middle.
To be fair, these are full of bus seating that's still in buses somewhere in the UK.
Absolutely.
So all you need to do is just take a couple of screws out. Bob's your uncle.
So
brand new seating for yourself.
So we're talking 34 years now. Was it 84? The first 142s.
We haven't looked at Wikipedia. I think so. Yeah, 84. I think so.
Ooh, that's good. If we do that, I can actually get the Bromley sign in.
Oh yeah. There we go. That's the classic YouTube point. It's up there. The history from the station can be found here.
Stop it. I am not doing annotations. I am not doing annotations. So you find us on this rather empty Rosehill Marple service heading back to Piccadilly.
Indeed, it's been an eventful day so far.
We've had quite a few chats actually with random people throughout the network.
Yeah, random people, Network Rail, Northern, random passengers. What's it saying? Random ticket checks. Wing.
Stop it. It appears to be a driver and guards training day. So you think you'd have more ticket checks, but apparently not. Apparently if you wander around with a camera, they think you're legitimate. So the question is, why does everybody hate donkeys?
I think it's just because of how old they are.
I thought we were just going to get a lot of flange squeal then to prove my point, but just a bit of break.
I think we're about to get a whole lot of break out on that point.
I think we are just approaching
Hyde North.
Hyde North.
I'm good, mate.
And that was Hyde North.
Oh, we're not stopping.
Bye Hyde North.
Oh, that's interesting. We're not stopping at Hyde North.
We've got to start doing.
There we go. There we go. That's why they hate donkeys.
Yeah.
That's why people hate donkeys. The truth of the word, the truth of the word is that the donkeys are hated. The donkeys, the class 142, is hated by the press. It's hated by the public. It's hated by the operators because it's very old. It's very difficult to get spares for.
They're only built of like 9 pieces, aren't they?
Yeah, well, there's that. But even those 9 pieces can run out. It was built in '85, so it's really old. It's difficult to get spares for. It also doesn't comply, even the modified one, because they did modify one to wheelchair access and disability standards. Even that, with the new standards that are coming in, doesn't comply. So it has to go. There's new regulations that are coming in next year, I think it is.
Million and a bit on that, put your ramps in, and it's not
going to comply next year, so it has to go. I think what they did was they extended its life. That was what it was. It was they extended its life a bit by spending $1 million and a bit on upgrading the entire thing, but even that has to go. There's the new regs that are coming in and a hell of a lot more stringent. I'm about where we started.
But I think the capacity of these is 120 seated.
About that, yeah.
Maybe another 50 standing. Not approved, but they will be. They will be at rush hour.
Not approved, but take the average person how wide they are plus their arms.
Are you calling the people of Manchester fat?
I am not calling anybody any shape or any height of any sort. I am merely suggesting a mean average. If you take the space an average person fills up, you could probably put, I don't know.
We're getting good at this actually. Got the guide bridge sign there.
You could probably put maybe about 40 to 50 in one of these stood up if there's no seats available. To be fair, they do that regularly, but there we go.
Not approved, obviously.
Not approved, but when the bullet hits the bone, things like that.
Doing random golden earrings quotes over now, fair enough.
I don't know what.
I thought we were going to overtake it, that'd be one for the books. Cheers. So, end of the day, you find us on a class 195, which is
the Pacer Replacer.
Pacer Replacer.
Yeah, it is. That's how we're doing it.
Okay. What do we reckon?
Well, I like him, and see, I'm a bit undecided. I'm a bit sat on the fence about these.
I'm not.
I like him and I don't like him. I like him for the fact that they're kind of comfy. They're very brisk. They're very quiet. And compared to more modern units at the time, by God, these things look good. Don't they look good from the outside? From the cab end, they look absolutely amazing. The best looking units to come out of any works anywhere in a long time.
Well, considering all we've had to look at over the years is the class 185.
Exactly.
They're a massive improvement.
Yes, I'd say so, definitely. There's sharper lines, there's a more sloping line to the front, there's sharper lines there. It's very geometric, and I like it.
Well, we're at the airport, and you can clearly see that they're made for the airport.
Yes.
The amount of luggage space these have got is immense.
The amount of luggage space they've got, immense. They've also got space for wheelchairs, I believe, there's a bay just down there.
There is indeed, yes, I've just fallen over it.
There's a wheelchair bay included, as well as an accessible toilet, which...
fell over that as well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. I saw that happen away from Coach A, that was quite entertaining. Yeah, so this is what we've got to look forward to in the future. More of these. This is a 3-car one. There are 2-car ones, aren't there? 2-car ones, again with all the mod cons that you would expect from that you would expect from modern stock of this era. We're entering a new era. It's
But we know the point of this video. Is it better than a donkey?
See, that's where you have to look. I rate them for their looks, I rate for their comfort. However, they've had a lot of teething issues. That noise does keep happening.
It is annoying,
that noise does keep happening. They have had a lot of teething issues. Their reliability has been brought into serious question since they've been introduced. For that, on that side of things, I don't really rate them at all. They're very unreliable. They're very tricky to operate. I can see why Northern have a little bit of a headache with these units, because they were heavily delayed when coming into service because of a lot of things wrong with them. I took a trip.
Welcome aboard this Northern service to Liverpool Lime Street.
No, not interested.
Calling at East Didsbury, Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester Oxford Road, Birchwood, Warrington Central, Liverpool South.
Liverpool South what? Parkway.
That would have been Liverpool South Parkway. But I think, but then someone pressed the intercom. Interrupted it.
There are only about 3 people on this train, so nobody's listening.
Anyway, what was I saying? I was going on about reliability. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they had a lot of problems with them when they were first delivered, so they weren't put into service as scheduled. They were delayed quite heavily. But even when they were put into service, I caught one on the first day of operation, by luck or by accident, depending on how you look at it.
They're not hard to find.
They're not hard to find. Well, it depends what day you come. If you come on a Sunday, they're pretty difficult to come across. But in weekday operation, you're tripping over the damn things in Piccadilly. It's yeah.
It's about the 3rd or the 4th we've seen.
Yeah, but as I was saying, I took a trip on one on the first day of operation, and even then, it felt like they'd been rushed into service. It felt like they'd been hurried along a bit, like because people were getting on Northern's back, like, where's our new trains? We want our new trains now. And I think Northern just sort of caved in and went, right, have your new trains. And they felt like they'd been pushed. They've been pushed a bit too far than they should have been.
Yeah.
I've not heard much of their reliability issues of late, so I think they've gotten a little better. But I couldn't say for certain. I need to be a regular traveller.
Yeah, well, they are definitely new because you keep peeling bits of tape off them, don't you?
I don't, but plenty other people do. They're nice, but they're not quite there yet, I don't think.
This or a donkey?
This or a donkey?
This or a donkey? Answer the question.
I'd take a donkey. At this stage, I would take a donkey over these. That's just putting it out there right now. I would take a donkey over these right now. Until these get better, until they get up to their absolute operational pinnacle, I would take a donkey over them. There you go.
They don't make that stupid noise, do they?
Donkeys don't, no. Donkeys make a hell of a lot more noise, but not that one.
wrong. The class 142.
Once the train arrives, please allow all the passengers to get off. And by the step from the platform onto the train.
Are they automated or are they just annoying me? They're just watching me on camera, aren't they?
Not approach the train. Stand well back. Thank you.
We're going to get wet weather warning. No, right. Okay, shut up. The class 142. We're on flight path. There's a lot of people drinking already. They all keep coming out staring at me.
Which station?
I do know, yes. Alright, okay. Is jet going? Is jet nearly gone?
Nearly.
That'll do. Right. Sun's going. Right. What's up? B-roll, B-roll, B-roll.